All right, welcome back to Morning Dose. So as the weather gets colder and that moisture starts to decrease outside, it could leave our hair looking a little bit dry. But there are ways that we can keep that life in our locks. Joining us this morning is hair care expert Obia Ewah, founder of Obia Naturals, with some very important hair care tips. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
This is your line. I think it's so amazing when I meet people, when I could see the fruits of their labor, like right there in front of them. What was the journey to becoming, the founder of this line, and why did you want to have your own hair care line?
So the journey behind this was I actually was diagnosed with thyroid cancer in my third year of medical school. So before then, I did biology and chemistry undergrad just to have a better MCAT score, to have an MD and PH. And then, of course, that changed everything. So I thought it was something in my environment that was making me sick. So I decided to create products for myself, not knowing I would share them with the world. And then it's so amazing that my family came into this as well. My brother, he's an RN, and he paused being a nurse, to follow in this journey as well. My dad retired and was our first employee, and it's been a family business ever since.
This is an amazing story. So Obia's like in the kitchen, honey. She got the pots, and pans and cups, and you're putting the formula together.
Yes, literally. I was literally creating what I would like for my hair without all the nasty toxins. The ingredients were the main focus, to make sure there's no sulfates, no phthalates, because those are known as endocrine disruptors, to make sure that it was as natural as possible.
Wow.
But, not knowing that it would help so many other women. And I've had women that have emailed me, I just was diagnosed with breast cancer and I'm about to go through chemo, can I use your products? And so you never know what it's meant for until you just try. So that's how the business started.
What an amazing story. You guys can make sure you follow her too to learn more about her journey. So let's talk about it. It's getting cool outside. A lot of us are feeling like, okay, my hair is dry. Sometimes your weave can get dry too, people.
Right, yes.
So what's the first step? Some things we should keep in mind when we think about a new hair routine for the colder months.
Well, the first step is to have a moisture regimen, to make sure that you keep a regimen to where you're going to shampoo your hair. It's going to be weekly or daily, and just to make sure you follow up with a really good conditioner to, get the moisture balance back, and just make sure that you keep it, simple and a nice routine. That's the first step. It's a great routine.
So let's talk about the shampoo. What should we look for with our shampoo?
So for your shampoos, make sure that your shampoos are sulfate free. So sulfate is actually in your dish detergent. And so you don't need a really heavy detergent to cleanse your hair. And so what happens is that people cleanse their hair with a really heavy detergent. It strips you of all your natural oils, and then your hair feels like sandpaper. And you have to do so much to get it to be moisturized again. So if you avoid sulfate shampoos, then your hair will automatically stay more moisturized.
That's very good advice. And then also when it comes to our conditioner, what should we look for? And what is the mindset behind adding heat to that?
So the mindset behind adding heat is actually heat opens up your hair cuticles, whereas cold temperature closes your hair cuticles. So if you look on the product labels, it always say rinse with cool water, because the cool water will actually seal the nutrients inside and to make sure that you have no frizz and no dryness as well too, to lock in the moisture.
So do like a deep conditioning with the heat, but then rinse it with the cool water.
Right, so kind of like
that.
a facial. You want to heat it up to open up your pores and then rinse it off to cool and close your pores.
Very good. Okay, and then keeping the hair moisturized. So what are some of the things we should look for in a good moisturizer?
A good moisturizer should, basically, water should be the first ingredient in a really good moisturizer, because water is the best moisturizer. And so also, if you have problems with dryness and, damage, make sure that your moisturizer is pH balanced as well.
And then when it comes to our evening routine, I know it depends on the hair type, but I know I got a lot of friends who have to sleep in some satin bonnets or a satin pillow.
Right. So if you don't want to put the bonnet on, at least get the satin pillowcase, because what people don't actually know is that cotton will dry out your hair.
I
even
never
your
knew
skin.
that. Yeah,
yes, think about the fibers of the cotton. Your hair can get caught into it and actually cause damage and breakage.
Wow.
And then it's also good for your skin as well too, to not be wrinkled up and getting dried out by the cotton pillowcase.
And so what would you say is the most important thing, if you can do at least one of these things? What would be your most important? Does they have to all sort of work together?
Deep condition.
Yeah, and how often should we deep condition?
If your hair is damaged, once a week. If it's not, every 2 weeks. So whether your hair is color treated, if you use a lot of, protective styles, deep conditioning is the most important thing.
And of course, people who watch are like, yeah, I got natural hair. This is an amazing product line. You said this could be used for anyone though, right?
Right. So it's vegan, pH balanced, and it's natural. So anybody that has any allergies, there's no honey, there's no beeswax that can cause any irritation. And it is good for everyone because it's made for the intent of moisture.
This is so wonderful. And if people at home want to learn more about your products, they want to follow you, where can they go for the information?
www.ObiaNaturals.com, or on Instagram, Obia Naturals. I'm Obia Ewah. And then also Omini Ewah as well too. He has some good tips.
Obia Ewah in the house. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody in here, you're going home with products.
Hey.